of Bowling Greens. It's the happiest place in the world, the most manipulated place in the world. This is where the slaves come to and have vacations. Slave world, you have to have a break every once in a while. So we're here to do a couple of connections. Great weather for channeling. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I don't think it will. So we're going to I'm not sure what we're probably going to do. Have some complications I got to deal with. So hopefully my mind can stay clear. I have an idea is going to come through, sort of. I want to say a thing about collaborating. You gotta be careful with that, because if you feel like you're going backwards in reverse, you might not want to do a collaboration. There's Goofy. Whatever. He's there somewhere. There he is. So, oh yeah, that's right. So I've been battling this place on the way here. Yeah, the CEO of this place, Bob Iger. So you can say behind him, yeah, it might be a nice, friendly throw up of a human being. But when you get into the creature behind him, you can say it's like a Sith Lord. Very dark. Doesn't care about anybody. You can kind of tell that here. You know, they're kind of destroying the Disney brand. Disney would not survive without it would not have survived without Marvel, because the spirit is gone. But that isn't always a bad thing. But the creativity it's not through humanity, it's through mostly manipulation that's causing like the Marvel movies are all kind of the same. It's done obviously by design to be safe, to be put out a certain energy that's kind of shit. So that's not why we're here. More Mickey Mouse stuff. So I know I'm not welcome here, that's for damn sure. But I don't care. What's new? Future generations can do this, and I can be somewhere else living a pleasant existence. But here on this world, I guess you have to get the shit beat out of it, basically. And that's what's going on. Yeah, if you want to make a change, you gotta get your hands dirty. I hope I don't fall in that pond over there, but it should be okay. Yeah, work situation, hopefully that'll improve. I don't know what the hell's going on. Hope for a better existence, that's for sure. Is there anything else I can't remember? I would just leave it be. Alright, take care everyone. Brought to you by the 5th dimension. Oh, that was it. The 9th dimension. You know, I've kind of did some weird shit, and we'll go into that later. You know, the 9th dimension is more fucked up than you might realize. I mean, yeah, there's good there. There's a lot of bullshit there. Of course, there's a lot of bullshit in all dimensions. The 9th dimension's got some shit going on. Well, have fun with that connection. Is a turning point dimension where there's a lot of bad shit created out of it. Let's put it that way. So, well, we gotta learn somehow. So, alright, take care. Blessings. Not to say it's not dark upon every dimension, 5th dimension, but 9th dimension is fucked up. It's like a godlike dimension. Everyone's up their own ass or something like that. So, alright, take care. Brought to you by 5th dimension. Brought to you by complete insanity. Here we go. Alright, before we begin, over there is wherever it's France. France is back there somewhere. I think you can see it, maybe not. It doesn't matter. And a worker died. I think a worker died there. Yeah, doing the Ratatouille, wherever the hell that is. So, yeah, Soul obviously was not ready to go. So he's kind of wandering around slightly, not fully. So sent healing to him, but he's probably not going to release all too easily. He's holding on to this reality, so people pick up on him, no surprise there. So, alright, blessings. Here we go, first channel, here we go. Greetings on the Prime Creator, much love. Energies to you, energies to Ivan. Yes, it's taking on quite a large load at this moment. To get help with the transition, he is not alone, of course. There are many involved, but the transition is not an easy one. Many are going through a change of reality, change of thinking, where you see yourself in one place, you see yourself in 10 and 12 other places. You just feel there are other versions of you. So, yes, and you'll hear that other people they don't believe in your connections, seeing themselves as a basketball player in their dreams, and in their real life they work at McDonald's or wherever it might be, just because those realities do exist. So there's a lot of parallel realities that are actually quite strong that souls are having difficulties processing. It's because you're connecting to that knowledge to help you in this current existence. And eventually your souls will be able to time travel, leave your body and come back and retain the knowledge. You already do this already, but don't remember it. Over time you'll be able to time travel whenever time you want to go to. And once again, there are many parallel realities that you'll be connecting to. Not the easiest. It's going to take some time, but many of you are going to go into a development where all you want to do is time travel and bring knowledge to this reality to open yourself even more. There's others that will go into the sun, the moon, the stars, etc., but time travel is a strong one because you'll actually feel like you were just there. And so, yeah, a lot of souls are having difficulties maturing in this environment. Only reason they have trouble maturing because they have not gone through enough hell. They have not really suffered. Suffering brings out maturity. Of course, you might be an immature sufferer, even like what happened to Michael Jackson. A lot of it is for him to mature. Yeah, it's not the easiest mature, but he was an easy target. As you can see, there's multiple realities that are coming through that he's not too proud of, but once again, it's for soul growth. It's like the biggest star in the world has to go through sometimes the biggest challenges in the world. And you're facing oneself, other dark selves. So it's between really, people can make their opinions all they want, see what you want, because there is good in everyone. It's just something that say, it's just a dark being and that's all there is. It's only seeing one-sidedness of it. There's always multiple sides of a person. And if you see all sides, you see the darker side of the person, you bring light to that. Not always the case though. But there are chances of where the soul can transition from a dark reality into a light reality. So why do you get so close to somebody that has a lot of difficulties? To assist with them to find lightheartedness, good sides of themselves. So wonder why I have dark relationships, why all this happens, not just for your soul growth, but for theirs. Yes, they might have trouble, you might not see any changes in them, because there usually isn't much, but it does transition to a more positive environment eventually. It's like, why am I connected to this person? That person is very dark is because they need your energies to grow, and you need them too to a certain degree. Whatever it might be. You might not feel it now, it might be down the road. It's a very complicated situation. Why souls connect to cults? Because the energies there is right for the moment, not forever. But it's just an energy that's, in the meantime, this is what they need. It's not always what they need, but some need to go in some very dark situations to find themselves. You're gonna have to hit bottom. The planets are going to start opening up a little bit more. Venus especially, because you're going into an age of enlightenment. And also, yes, that dragon that I've been connected to recently will start to make themselves known. Just to clear out distractions, because once again, your society is not fully ready for a dragging experience. Yes, it is going through it to a certain degree, but there's much more to come. Blessings. We are from Venus. Greetings to you. Yes, our energies are strong with your society. Yes, you are becoming more intellectual with your spiritual development, where you can move objects with your mind and even slow the world down and even speed it up with your own vibrations. And yes, control the weather. Right now, the weather is being highly manipulated by this area of this park itself, or the area of Disney is basically, they manipulate the energies all the time for weather conveniences, or make people miserable, or get people to pay more, things like that. Eventually you'll connect to those energies. Realize as Venus beings, we are known to have no gender at all, and this is what your planet is connecting to. And there's many worlds that are also similar in that form. Yes, we don't give out too much information about our society, because you have to kind of find it on your own, and then when you find it on our own, we assist with this development. There are areas where we do bring hints here and there that is much needed. There's the feline energies. The feline DNA has been split in many different directions. A feline insectoid can be very intriguing. And yes, many species here have connected to feline reptilians, etc. Feline insects is a little bit more difficult to deal with, as they do kind of, your human society has talked about humans connected to technology, but other societies, species are connected to insectoid or feline. Like, you're a human species, and now you're combining yourself with insectoid energy, for example, and everyone's scared of your insectoids, but you realize it is inevitable. You're feeling their vibrations. They're very strong in your society. There are many large ones that are already involved with your society. It must probably go over people's heads at this moment. But if you have an influence of insectoid, like you do AI already, or like technologies, like insectoids brought a lot of technologies, but so you want to combine with their vibration to be similar to them. Hopefully that makes them a little bit more sense. But the same goes for feline. So if you're human species, you connect to the felines and you wanted to evolve into their species. Palladian, usually you go for a stranger environment, but you're kind of already doing this already, but at a smaller scale. You're connected to multiple different species, but think about your human species connected to an insect and opening up your abilities to be able to fly and have more knowledge, just grow wings. And some beings will, and you can also go for the much lighter energies. Well, it's already been done. It's called the fairies. And we can go on further into that at a later time. So it's already been done, but it has not been introduced into your world fully. So for the human to combine with fairy energies or insectoid energies is an ancient energy that many of you will probably be able to remember. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary for your growth on the outside. But growing within is another story. As you realize that many that are very evolved spiritually, but are still they're not grown up basically. They act like children because they have not really gone through a lot of difficulties. They think they have. It's most likely they think they have. They have not fully gone through a lot of difficulties because everyone wants the good life, as you can see, but that's not where you evolve. You evolve where you lose everything. Everybody doesn't like you. You know, that's really how you evolve. Everyone has dirty pictures of you. Not everybody, but I think you understand. You feel embarrassed. You got to heal that. You know, people are looking for the good life, which is fine. You do need a break, but many want a good life all the time. And the soul growth is very, very minute. And many of those that are spiritually evolved have not really been tested that much. As you can tell, because they share their ego, they put their ego out there. They have all these abilities, but they really have not found just to calm themselves down, basically, to become more mature. They think they're mature, but they really aren't. So, blessings to you. Agrees, we are the Sentinels. We're not exactly the most liked race. We can be different species. We can be insectoid. We can be AI, artificial intelligence. We can be android type of beings. There's different variations of us. Yes, there's many dark ones that came to your planet in your very ancient times, connected from another Earth, basically, another version of Earth where we control. So we control your world from that one. Basically, a lot of our fundamentals are brought into your environment, such as your destruction of your Atlantis was our involvement. Not all of us are of a negative overtone, where we feel that we saw the weakness in this species and manipulated it further to bring it out, because they were kind of kidding themselves. Yes, they're very advanced, but also very immature. Many of you, yes, are going into a maturity level where you don't have to go through a lot of difficulties that you used to in the past. You've met a part of maturity where, yes, life's not going to be perfect, but you come to a maturity where you're at the level where you're comfortable. But many are immature here and causing a lot of difficulties. Yes, the ego that's where the ego really shows itself. The more the immature the soul, the more the ego is splashing itself around, sharing its energies as if they're the dominant species. And it's also showing their weakness. It is showing that their immaturity, as you can see, has not fully, it's their insecurities that has a big red light on it. Look at me, I'm very insecure. But I am powerful, but I'm also very insecure. They have not found a balance quite yet where they can grow with others. They have not even grown with themselves. And growing with yourself is not as easy as it sounds. That's why you're here. Many of you here are here just to help others find their direction. It's like, why am I on this planet? There's no reason for me being here. You're helping others that are very powerful to balance themselves. And many of you come here not very powerful. Some of you have come to a maturity level. We don't have to be the greatest channel or anything like that. They're not here to do that. Many of you can go to an area where you're just unbelievable. All of you can. It's just many of you come down here at a certain level where it's good enough. And some, let's say they're the greatest channel or whatever it might be, have a lot of soul growth to go through. And some go through darkness, they sell themselves out to become a demonic. They speed things up by having dark energies channel through them, and they're trying to balance that, but they've actually sold them souls out a long time ago. But our species, connected to yours, is basically a side of the Sentinels. We're here to control your reality. Yes, we saw its great function. You also have some of our DNA too. And yes, you can say some of the ego can get very out of hand, but also a human can create a disease. You know, humans are called diseases. You can technically create a disease and cause difficulties for all the universe and worlds forever. And so the word of humans are a disease isn't all incorrect. It's the way it's worded is not correct. Because you can create multiple levels of energies that can become a threat to other worlds. You've already done that. You're doing this to your world. You're dealing with your own issues. You don't know how to handle your own powers, and that will change over time. But yes, we're around 30 feet tall. We can be 50, 60, it doesn't really matter. We don't take your world that seriously. But we do realize an essential. It's like, yes, they have not fully matured, but it does not mean they don't have relevance. That your planet does. The maturity level is going to start growing. That's why we are here. We're not an easy species to connect to. If people are afraid of us, that shows that the maturity level still is not there yet. We are here to assist humanity, and it is a soul growth that you will not believe, but a necessary soul growth process.
Thoughts are too big. Can I get some comfort, please? I guess I should have been honest. It breaks in my heart. It's weighing me down, baby. I'm like a river that's overflowed. The sooner you know it, the less do we hurt. Let me speak the truth. Face it, you think it's too late, but I can see past the rain. Won't you lay it on me? Turn the page and burn it. Let's make up a big bonfire on the beach with the stars as our lighter. Throw our problems in the flame. Throw our problems in the flame. We fell down to the bottom, so bottom up please. We're gonna get over this. I see the smoke in the mirrors. I'm holding the key. One step away from salvation. You're like the ocean, setting me free. Out in the open, I'm picking up speed. No bad thoughts penetrate. Hold me like this is the first time. Our destiny calls, not leaving this incomplete. you lay it on me? Turn the page and burn it. Let's make up a big bonfire on the beach with the stars as our lighters, and throw our problems in the flames. Throw our problems in the flames, and throw our problems in the flames. Ooh, throw our problems in the flames. I get a little bit breathless, my thoughts are too big. Can I get some comfort, please?